All right, we're live.
Hey man, so we back at it right now. You know, giving y'all the update on, the politics that's going on, it's election time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I gave y'all my analysis early on about like, during the primary time, but now we're in the actual nitty gritty of game time. It's a general election, September. Yeah, September, October, November, it's election time. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? It's about to brack off, you know what I'm saying? And so we got Jim Crow Joe, Joe Biden,
Joe Biden.
and you know that nigga Trump.
Osama bin Laden.
Sleepy Joe,
Smoking Joe,
Slow Joe.
Slow Joe.
This nigga got, bro, son, this nigga Joe Biden got Alzheimer's, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of this nigga. That man is obviously not all there. He needs to be.
Come on, man.
He needs to be at home. That's somebody's grandpa, bro. He needs to be at home chilling.
Come on, man.
Like, this nigga Joe Biden is malfunctioning, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Listen. Welcome to the Very Peaceful Podcast. You just had the pleasure of hearing the voice of my Gulf Coast, 10 toes down, mashing and dashing, slick talking. No, I ain't even gonna get into it. I ain't even gonna do it. My guy, Pupac. You understand me? Pupac. I'm Uncle Mike, also known as Monstera Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Also known as Uncle Mike. You feel me? You just don't. Listen, I'm not about to do that with you either. I'm not about to do that with you either. Y'all know who I am, the Calathea connoisseur, the nature norteño, the smoothie soreño. You understand me? Come on, man. The international captain. You know what I'm saying? Listen, where haven't we been yet? You know what I'm saying? The passport poppy. You know what I'm saying? Propagation poppy. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to say? What you want me to say? Plant daddy. This is me. I'm very peaceful. You know what I'm saying? You might catch me smelling like some black currant vanilla with your bitch.
Oh, 4-page letter.
You know what I'm saying? You might catch me smelling like some 4-page letter about a love and make up in Houston. You know what I'm saying? You never know. I might be bouncing up smelling like that old soul. You know what I'm saying? You know, we definitely got to take a moment to give a shout out. First off, we want to give a shout out to Black owned business.
For sure.
Love and Make. Love and Make in Houston, Texas. Candle workshops. Dope. Check them out. We also want to give a shout out to HEB. No Store Does More. We also want to give a shout out to Vuv Clico. We want to give a shout out to Simply Lemonade, Earth Burger, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts. Come on, man. You too near me not to hear me. I ain't doing shit but swallowing, spitting, talking shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, who else we want to give a shout out to, man? Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Hey! Pooh said we want to give a shout out to you. And he is absolutely right.
Because think about it. If you listen to us right now, shit might not be perfect.
It's a CBD. Totally legal in Texas. Totally legal in Texas. Totally legal in Texas. It's CBD. This is not an illegal substance being consumed. It's a CBD. Totally legal in Texas.
Bitches from my sleep, ho.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, there's a worldwide pandemic with the recession coming with a fucking depression looming, and shit could be messed up for you, but there's a lot of people dead. You still alive. You got Wi-Fi right now. You can listen. You know what I'm saying?
Every day wake up is a chess move.
Yeah, like
every day you wake up is a chess move. Every day is a blessing.
You could be in the worst spot.
Let me tell y'all something y'all may not know. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present.
Mm-hmm.
That is all. So, you tune into the Very Peaceful Podcast. I'm obviously very peaceful. I'm obviously wearing a silk Komodo. You're obviously a dog-lit bitch. What do you want me to do? I don't know. I'm obviously wearing a fucking velvet. Listen, I ain't about to get into this with y'all. So listen, what Pupac was telling y'all was the fact that Pustradamus, okay, and Microtes.
You
You like that one, bro?
That was slick.
You feel me? We sat back several months ago because this ain't a COVID podcast. First off,
Not at all. You was in this when everything was normal.
Yeah, this ain't a COVID podcast. We didn't get some extra time on our hands and decide,
chill.
nigga, we've been feeding the streets for a year now. We've been feeding the streets. Nino Brown handing out turkeys, nigga.
Straight up.
Nigga, Birdman handing out turkeys in Holly Grove, nigga.
For real, nigga. You catch me on the east side doing that shit, bro. Me scaling it up. I'm in a spot right in the community center by the projects, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You go right by the course, nigga. You gonna see me passing out turkeys like Nino, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pay the floor. I got a mother dough to make the baked biscuits for the project, nigga. You understand me? Let's go.
So yeah, man, we definitely out here, and we totally last year, while we were podcasting last year, for all you new niggas. And this ain't to say that you can't follow your. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this: if you really wanted to do it, you really wanted to podcast, you wouldn't have waited for the fucking world to shut down. So that's all I'm gonna say. All right. So last year, while we were podcasting, you can go ahead and dig in the crates if you on Spotify, if you on Google Podcasts, if you on Apple Podcasts. You understand me? I believe the title of that show was Political Pandering. Political Pandering.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
That's what it was.
And in doing so,
that was the whole primary.
Yep. And in doing so, COPmala Harris came out, man. And we let y'all know: do not be bamboozled,
run amok, led astray. You know, let the devil's technology take. You love the devil because they give you nothing. Versus the poor righteous teachers is going to get that word.
So we totally told y'all last year not to be fooled. We went over, and we'll go over it again now. So, Pooh, why don't you let them know what has transpired from last year before we get into what we said last year versus what has come to fruition? Why don't you go ahead and let them know, what versus when we spoke to them last year in politics and what we're looking at now. I know that you opened up with it about the primaries, et cetera. Why don't you go ahead and elaborate?
So with all the dust settled in, we have Kamala Harris as vice president with Joe Biden running as president on the Democratic Party ticket. We're in a very contentious year,
That boy
moment.
said contentious.
Yeah, you understand? You gotta drop the, carry once in a while. But we got the pandemic going. We got the economy fucking slowing down. Everything going crazy right now. And so this is a very important election.
So now they coming back on the scene, and they feel like, and the Democrats feel like smoking. No, I like Jim Crow Joe. They feel like Jim Crow Joe Biden and COPmala Harris.
And the time of the left wing and the progressive faction and black people, the base of the Democratic Party, the so-called base of the Democratic Party. We've been in the streets protesting against police brutality. And this nigga brings a cop. Kamala Harris called herself the top cop, my nigga. She was locking niggas up. She called herself the top cop. Nigga, she got pictures of her in police jackets with the police niggas. Nigga, she got one in front of the border with Border Patrol, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, run
got
up.
Them Mexicans.
Yeah, run up. Yeah, nigga, run up. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
Cross that border if you want to.
Exactly. I'm locking your motherfucking brown ass up, nigga.
If you think you gonna come over here and sell your pussy, I'm locking you up, bitch.
Yeah.
You think you coming over here and selling weed, I'm locking you up, nigga.
Yeah, she was locking up everybody, nigga.
No, she wasn't locking up everybody. She was locking up.
Man.
She was locking up people of color.
Black men in particular, of course. So yeah, man. So, in the height of racial strife and a so-called second civil rights movement, whatever you would like to call it.
Is that what they're trying to call what's going on right now?
Yeah.
They better shut the fuck up. They better shut the fuck up. Y'all better shut the fuck up. If you reference this as being some civil rights shit, you better shut the fuck up.
This ain't none of that.
You better shut the fuck up. This is light, nigga. This is light. This is light.
When they're talking about, but there's rioting and shit, bro, those are mostly white people. I mean, some niggas was giving it like.
Nah, there's hella white people out there protesting and shit. Niggas don't have the time. Nigga, we got kids to take care of. Like, I got a job and shit.
What I'm saying,
just cannot compare, bro. Like we still got parents that are old enough to remember, like, you know what I'm saying, that shit. What you forget, bro, there were so many actual real riots that happened in the '60s of
and a
black
lot of
people.
deaths.
Yeah,
It wasn't no
and it wasn't no, oh, we just gonna tear up this store. They were, but nah, niggas was out there giving it to them white people too,
Yeah.
nigga. They were swinging on white people. Don't get it twisted. Don't have them like, you know, fake, like, oh, you know, boy, kind of. Nah, the Newark riots, the riots in New York, the Detroit riots, like niggas was getting it in. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking up shit, tearing down shit, whooping random white people. Like, nigga, they was getting, you know, they was getting to it, bro. Like it was proper. They was fighting police. The police didn't really have guns like that back then. They did. But like, nigga, you can still really piece up against an off. They didn't have riot shields and that shit.
And this ain't even talking about the Black Panthers and how they leveled up on
I'm
niggas and militarized on niggas showing up to the courthouses and shit.
I'm talking about just
rifles.
regular niggas off the streets. Nigga, they got a white tee, some Star G's, with the shit rolled up.
Burning down. Y'all burning our shit down. We burning y'all shit down.
And some Chuck Taylors, nigga, with a motherfucking conk hairdo, nigga.
The racism at that time wasn't covert like it is now. Their shit was in your face. They calling your ass a fucking nigga. You don't want to go where you supposed to go. They about to beat your ass. And what you gonna do, nigga? And if you fight back, depending on where you at, they might come back and burn your motherfucking house down in the middle of the night, nigga. Depending on where your ass is at, nigga. That's the kind of shit we talking about. We ain't talking about no little talking shit on social media and shit like that. Like, what we talking about is the difference of, look, what we dealing with now is some house nigga shit. The civil rights movement in the 60s was some field nigga shit. Just to kind of lay that out for you. We talking about house niggas versus field niggas. We on some house nigga shit right now. Niggas running around with Black Lives Matter motherfucking COVID-19 masks on and shit. Black Lives Matter pins and shit on their motherfucking jacket. If you don't get the fuck out here, look, if you ain't gonna do something, then shut the fuck up. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you're not gonna do something of substantial weight,
I call them shits pep rallies. Y'all niggas making some signs, wearing some shirts, taking some cool Instagram photos and captions, and like, yeah, nigga, we out here. Bitch ass nigga, you ain't never donate no money to like an organization in your actual city. You know how poor San Antonio is. You know how people doing bad out here, bro. You can make an actual program to feed people. You know what I'm saying? Like or some shit. You know what I mean? Or, you know, motherfuckers getting kicked out. You know, you can put up a utility service, like, you know, put some money up.
Lots of different ways to have an impact.
Yeah, but you talking about some protesting and you think you motherfucking Frederick Douglass
changing some shit. Like, nigga, this ain't changing shit. All you did,
nigga, it's a pep rally.
Right,
nigga, you went out there, and especially these motherfuckers, man, during the day, these motherfuckers,
right.
These niggas be motherfucking doing the cha-cha slide and shit. Niggas was doing the motherfucking bunny hop with the motherfucking National Guard.
I seen that shit. Yeah. These niggas out here integrating.
Y'all niggas should be a goddamn shit. Nigga, our answers would have never did that shit.
I read something recently that said that it's impossible to include your oppressor. It's impossible to integrate your oppressor into your protest.
Yeah.
How are you going to protest against the police with the police, nigga? How are you going to protest against systematic racism of the Caucasian against the so-called African American with the motherfucking Caucasian?
What?
You lose your. In addition to that, I don't feel like you can integrate your protest. Period. I feel like if there is black strife, that it should be a black protest.
Absolutely.
If there is strife among the Hispanics should, because I'm going to explain to you all what happens, and I've talked about this with some other people before. What happens is, by you integrating the LGBTQ community into the black protest, by you integrating the Native Americans into the black protest,
this is an Africans only live stream.
It waters it down. So now we let's say we talking about, you know what? I don't like issue ABC. Now you have this individual, this LGBTQ individual, who can say, yeah, we don't like the ABC or the DEF. So now your shit done went from ABC to DEF.
Yep.
You understand? And now you got the Native Americans.
These groups have more power, more influence
than you, and they're way more organized than you.
And they can take your energy, because energy is not created or stored, and parasitic, vampiric,
and that's what happened.
shit.
And that's what literally
Every
happened.
time.
That's what's literally
They
happening
use
year
our
after
melanin.
year.
They use black people as fucking batteries to get their shit popping.
Yep, that's literally what's
How
happening
much
year after
money
year.
Black Lives Matter as far as, man, these crackers is eating off of this shit.
Which is how the LGBTQ community was able to get Obama to sign that legislation. But we ain't even gonna talk about that right now. That's a whole nother story. So back to you know, Smoking Joe and COPmala. The reason we call her COPmala is because not only was she an attorney general, but she was a motherfucking not the attorney general.
She was the attorney general.
And the prosecutor. Come on, man. Job is literally to prosecute.
As a prosecutor, your whole job is
numbers.
To make your bones is like
statistics, numbers. How many niggas did you lock up?
I was about to say, let's be specific. How many black men can you fucking hide in that jailhouse?
Yep. And so what the crazy part is,
that's your whole jacket.
There's literally, so as we know, you know, in San Francisco where she was out there, shit has been decriminalized. Things that she was prosecuting and persecuting individuals for at that time in the name of justice, in the name of Lady Justice, and there's air quotes around that for our motherfucking listeners. These niggas is still sitting in jail while this bitch trying to run for the primaries for the DNC. What the fuck is that? This bitch locked me up for some shit that's been decriminalized, and then this bitch gets to go out and motherfucking run for office talking about she for the people? Bitch, what people? You want me to make, taking a quote from Remember the Titans, you want me to make a sacrifice for the team? What team? Nigga? And now this bitch out here trying to, I was listening to Tupac and smoking weed and listening to Snoop. Bitch, where about? Where about? You understand me? Where the fuck about? And then that's just the weed shit. And the reason I'm bringing up weed is because it's a petty crime and it's something that's been decriminalized, right? Secondly, prostitution, another crime that's been decriminalized in different places across the nation. And as we damn well understand, women that engage in prostitution, there are a lot of women that are engaged in prostitution. They're not a bunch of just well-off women. A lot of times we're dealing with
survival
sex work survivors, exactly. And we're talking about a lot of people of color, once again.
A
lot of black women, a lot of young black women, and a lot of young black men. You understand me? Who have been dragged into this system, the same system that she's trying to take motherfucking vice president over now. Don't let me lose you. Don't let me lose you. You got to look at the big. I'm just trying to give you the large picture. I'm just trying to give you the large picture. Your father wasn't no gangster. He was just another lost nigga. Come on, man.
Word to luck. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
No, the most dastardly thing about it too, bro, was like she didn't want to release these prisoners because she wouldn't have the amount of prisoners to
under her rank, under her statistics still.
To fight the California forest fires.
Oh, wow.
And so she was like, nigga, we ain't gonna have no labor. Why am I gonna release all these niggas? We ain't gonna have no free labor.
Yeah, we're gonna put out these fires, nigga. You know we can't pay these firemen in.
Yeah, for real. That's really what it was.
Wow.
Type shit. And another one that was really fucked up was that that she was locking up black women, you know, other like poor, low income women for truancy if their kids were truant from school.
And I mean, here's the thing, right? And we're not trying to justify and act like these things are right? That's not what we're trying to do.
Nigga, I would skip school all the time.
I mean, I was too.
And that had nothing to do with my parents.
I was too, but the thing that we're saying is just the image that she's portraying now doesn't align
like
with
she was a progressive
her policy.
Down for the people. Yeah, you got a whole resume.
Your resume is what speaks when you in politics.
Yeah.
And her shit's foo-foo.
It's fucked up. It's not even like, nigga, it's blatantly the opposite of everything.
Everything that she's proclaiming to be.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, bro, you gotta spot trends. And she has a long history, a long trend of being fucking hard on crime and, you know, not being progressive and basically going along to get along, bro. She gonna do whatever's
going along to get along. Is that what we need as a leader? Principles. Now, here's the thing, right? So first off, you know, we told y'all that we predicted it. We told y'all, niggas, we predicted it last year. and I'm gonna lay out my prediction right now. Here's the thing: Jim Crow Joe and COPmala Harris, even if they were able to convince people like me to vote for them, still ain't going. It still does not have what it takes to get across the finish line against Trumpito. That's the issue. Is that this nigga Trumpito is literally about to do a fucking repeat on us, and we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Why? Because, well, there's a couple of reasons. Our political system is in shambles, firstly. Secondly, the system that we have set up that we're forced to operate within, the people that we're putting forth, nigga, really? Fucking Joe Biden, bruh. And this nigga gonna drag a black woman on stage to fucking try to secure the black vote that's up in the air for him, and y'all feel like that's what's gonna get it done? That because he's got a black woman vice president and fucking smoking Joe, and these niggas is gonna run up against Trumpito?
No, you know what the most fucked up thing about it is, bro? Again, black people were fighting against police brutality. That's a big thing right now. This nigga just released an endorsement.
Damn, when you cut your hair, bro.
Like 2 days ago.
Damn! What you do with all the hair? You put it in the Ziploc?
Nah, nigga,
nigga planted that shit into a tree?
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead, bro. My fault.
Nah, but this nigga, bro, this nigga released a list of endorsements of police chiefs and police officers that support him.
Who did? Biden?
Yeah. Nigga, what the fuck? You've been hearing niggas say we not fucking with the police right now. And this nigga's bet, I'm gonna get a cop and I'm gonna release a list. Yeah. Y'all niggas, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Y'all niggas still gonna vote. Come on.
Come on, man. You know I got the black vote. Come on, man.
COPmala.
You see who I'm running with? Come on, man.
Come on, man. Jim Crow Joe. Come on, man.
It's Joey. It's Jim Crowy Joey.
Y'all gonna front on me? Come on.
Come on, man. You know.
If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I'm just saying, my nigga. Your N-word passes up.
Your mama voted for me.
Hey, all them ladies at the church vote. Nigga, they vote.
Come on, man. In our best smoking Joe voice.
Come on, man.
We ain't calling him Joe Biden. We calling him Jim Crow Joe.
That nigga's Jim Crow Joe.
You know what I'm saying? You can call him Jim Crow Joe, Jim Crowy Joey. You know what I'm saying? Smoky Joey.
Joe Hyden.
Slow Joe, Osama bin Biden. You understand me?
Jim Crow Joe, nigga.
So, yo, listen, what can we do to change this is the question. We would like to hear from y'all to tap in. We are predicting a repeat. We're predicting a repeat by Trumpito because of these garbage-ass candidates that we have. And we're not trying to stop you from voting. But this whole, we're caught between a rock and a hard place, right? Because there's people that feel like they don't want, it's the lesser of two evils, so they're just going to pick one. But that's still evil. And then there's the ones that say, because they're both evil, we're not going to vote. We have to vote. We got to vote because guess what? If you don't vote, you really can't say shit about, I don't want to hear you saying fuck Trump. I don't want to hear you saying, I can't wait till he gets up out of here. Can't wait till your ass get up out of here, nigga. Because if you don't do shit, then don't say shit. You understand me? You cannot say shit if you don't do shit. Simply fucking put. I don't know what y'all think you can say if you don't take the time out to vote. However, I also feel like these are some weak ass candidates, and I personally,
they are awful.
I don't even feel comfortable saying this, but I almost feel more comfortable with Trump in office than fucking Biden and Harris.
At least I know what's up.
At least you know he's a fuck. At least you know. Just like Brother Malcolm used to tell us. He used to say that, man, the racists up. He preferred the racists in the South versus the racists in the North. And what are we talking about when we really get into that? We talking about Republicans versus Democrats. Why, Brother Malcolm? Why you prefer racists in the why do you prefer, and obviously saying prefer racist is, we take that in context, right? Why do you prefer a racist from the South versus a racist? Because a racist in the South is in your face with it. They're not covert with their racism. You understand? They tell you to your face, you's a nigga. They tell you to your face, you don't belong here. They tell you to your face, they don't want you in their schools. Versus a racist up north, aka the Democrats. Listen, what they do is they smile in your face and act like an ally, meanwhile making legislation and passing laws and policies that are overtly racist. You understand me? So
And nigga, they don't never break us off. Like what we really need is economic empowerment, nigga,
correct,
not this bullshit.
correct.
So when people talk about, well, Alex, don't you worry, nigga, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
What I'm saying is, like, with these niggas, bro, the Democrats, if hopefully y'all seen the Mac, you know what I'm saying? It's like what Goldie told that shit. Like, you know,
You talking about a movie, y'all? You talking about the movie?
it's
The
some
movie.
game,
The Mac.
like, you know how like we vote for welfare and other shit. All the Democrats are gonna break us off that, but not no real like actual like economic empowerment, like no business grants, like you know what I'm saying? No real empowerment. So it's like what Goldie said, like, you know, I mean, you know, if I gave these bitches some money, nigga, they would lose their mind. I make them look nice, you know, buy a fur coat, all that shit, but no.
Exactly. That's literally how
They pimp us.
they pimp the black people. They pimp the black people, especially the Democrats. The Democrats been pimping on us hard.
Son, them niggas,
for
when
years.
all that shit, when motherfuckers needed money and all that rent, them niggas came with the kente cloth and deal.
Come on, man. Do not forget that shit. Didn't Biden wear that? Didn't Biden do that shit?
I don't know. I don't think
Yo, never forget that shit. These niggas definitely was up in the Senate House with their kente cloths. Didn't they like take a knee or some shit?
They did. Bro,
Bitch, write a law. Change some fucking policies.
Drop, nigga, if them people was
spend some bread, spend some funding.
If they drop a $10 trillion reparations package, I'll let them motherfuckers get the kente cloth and nip. Like, all right, nigga, bet.
And a kufi.
Yeah, nigga, I'll let you come home.
Nigga, here's my do-rag, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, I'll give y'all niggas do-rag off my head, nigga.
He said, give me the do-rag off my head.
I'll give you all my pomade, my shea moisture, argan oil,
all my Murrays, nigga. All my Murrays.
That shit gonna last.
A lifetime supply.
Yeah, it's gonna be passed down.
He said, we're giving, you got a lifetime supply of Murrays, which as we all know, one jar is a lifetime supply.
Yeah, it is, bro. Like Murray's last.
So yeah, man, you know, we just implore y'all to think outside of the box. Don't be constricted don't be constricted. You understand? And what are we saying when we say don't be constricted? Don't be constricted to a political party. Don't be constricted to a vice president because she's a black woman, or a candidate because they're black.
Look at people's record.
You got to look at their record. As with people.
And the most important thing, like, let me keep it real with y'all. The real shit is your local election. So vote down ballot.
That is definitely the shit that matters.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't vote, but please vote down ballot in your like local elections. You know, your council, your congressional races, your state reps, your house reps, etc. You know, your county commissioners.
Absolutely. You got to vote, especially at a local level, because that's where the real change happens. Yeah. That's where your immediate visible change happens, is at a local level. But we'll take it a step further with you all. That's where your impact, that's your local level, impacts your House, impacts your Senate, which of course has its impacts on what happens in Congress and the White House. You know what I'm saying? So that's where your change, if you want to make a change, you got to start at grassroots level. It's not up here that your change is. It starts down here. You know, you don't just start looking like a fucking bodybuilder. What's the first thing you got to change? You got to change your sleep habits. Yep. You got to change your eating habits. You got to change your water consumption. You understand? You don't just start lifting weights and, I'm going to just start lifting the heaviest weight and I'll become in shape and be a bodybuilder. Yes, it's a grassroots effort that allows your body to manifest itself into the best version of itself. And it's the same with that. And as you wouldn't just trust me because I'm black, as you wouldn't trust me just because I live in Texas, that's the same way that you want to approach the political program. You don't want to vote for somebody just because they're from Texas, just because they're black. You got to look at what they do. What is the fruits of their work? What is the fruits of their work? That's what you really have to look at. You understand? So we definitely wanted to take some time and, give some clarity and show charity, put some paint where it ain't, Say what most can't. Say what most won't. Say what most don't. Come on, man.
For real.
Listen, Uncle Mike and Tupac is always gonna give y'all the real. You might not want to hear it, but you too near us not to hear it. You might not want to hear it, but you too near us not to hear it. You know, so you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you here with us. You know, tune into the Very Peaceful Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Big up them to our sponsors. Pooh, what else you wanted to anything else you wanted to mention about this political pandering that's still going? Because that's all that is. Smoking Joe bringing on Kamala ain't nothing but him pandering the black vote.
Man, my thing is, again, y'all do y'all research on, both of their, histories, their thoughts, their gas, everything. Definitely do a lot of research and due diligence on your local, races that's going on. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying don't vote.
Just vote cautiously.
Yeah.
Just vote cautiously.
Just educate yourself at least.
There we go.
Have a a
We ain't saying don't vote. We're saying educate yourself and vote wisely. Now that's me saying vote wisely. That may sound very generic, but I want you to. We already know what vote means, but you must have an understanding of the word wise in order to um, best understand what I mean when I say vote wisely. So let me define this to you all: having or showing experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Okay, so let's break that down real quick. Having or showing experience. How can I have or show experience while I vote? How can you have or show experience while you vote? Well, um, firstly, you can vote, right? Gaining that experience, like we just talked about, starting at a local level, right?
Yeah.
So starting at the grassroots, that's having or showing experience, right? Secondly, doing your diligent research so that you have experience. You have experience with the person, so to say, with the candidate that you are reviewing.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, knowledge. You can only receive knowledge by obtaining knowledge. You can only obtain something when you seek it. You must seek this knowledge. So that's where me and Pooh is telling you, yo, go out, do your research on these people, read up on them, check their resume, check their temperature. What have their policies been? What have their policies been? We understand what they say, but what have they been doing?
Mm-hmm.
Faith without works is dead.
Nigga, yeah.
And good judgment. You cannot have good judgment without first having knowledge about the decision that you have before you.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot render a judgment without receiving the information that is required in order for your mind to be able to decipher what is right from what is wrong, what is true from what is false. Knowledge and wisdom, they're two different things. You must have knowledge in order to attain wisdom, but I'm telling y'all to vote wisely. Use that knowledge that you will obtain by doing this research on these folks, checking their resume, you understand? And vote wisely. We love y'all. We love y'all. Pooh, anything else you want to say to these dog lip bitches?
So we still wanna, we still got some time left. So, again, with the media, it's
CBD, man. CBD, totally legal.
Yeah.
CBD, bro. It's not THC. I'm in Texas. CBD, totally legal. Go ahead, Pooh. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So there's a lot of racial strife in the news, a lot of bad news with the pandemic, economic news. And this time is really crucial to eat the right foods, and we mean that physically and mentally. So I really want y'all to start praying or meditating or cutting out some of negative consumption, media consumption, whether it's negative stuff on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything that makes you feel kind of upset, like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
why this nigga got a nice car? Damn, I hate this bitch. Let me argue with her for no reason. Like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, these motherfuckers is racist. Like, you know, if it's making you feel negative, man, just exit out of that for a little bit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And, if you're able to afford, some fruit, you ain't gotta get fresh fruit. Just get you some frozen fruit.
Wait, have
It
you
lasts longer.
transitioned? Have you transitioned into
Yeah,
the?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You might as well just be on it because I don't want to end it on like, oh, that's fucked up. We might as well just bam. You know what I'm saying?
No, let's cut it up.
Okay.
Let's cut it up.
Well, what I'm gonna say is, with all the negativity in election seasons, at least have discernment with what news you're absorbing and
For
not.
sure.
Because media plays a big thing on your mind and your body. So just have discernment and cut off negative stuff.
You know what? You want to just jump into it?
Yeah, I mean, like we're
Fuck
already.
it. No, go ahead. Talk your shit then.
So like again, like if you're seeing something on social media or the news, it gets your blood pressure up, your motherfucking all that shit. You know, read a book or watch some comedy movies, watch something that makes you feel good. Like what I'm saying.
For sure. I'm gonna tell
Always
y'all something
you'll
else. If you
enjoy
see it
yourself.
online that's making you, if you see shit online that's making you feel that way, to be honest with you, you need to just get offline.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be very honest with
just
you.
tap out for a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely. There's nothing wrong with a detox. There's nothing wrong with separating yourself. I love the saying "separate to elevate." You know what I'm saying? Especially times like now when social media is running rampant with fucking. It's running rampant with negativity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Social media is running rampant with negativity, and it's because the world is filled with negativity, and people run to social media as some type of venting, as some type of outlet, right? So if what they're taking from the world is negativity and they look at social media as a vent, then what that means is they're absorbing that negativity from the world, they're absorbing that negativity from their life, they're absorbing that negativity from work, they're absorbing that negativity from their relationship, from their children, from their everywhere, right? And they look at social media as a vent. And what is that? What do vents do? They allow air to escape, right? And so what that means is they're now taking all of this absorption and it's now being let loose. And your ass comes along and you may be absorbing negativity from all these different angles as well. You come on the social media, what do? Scrolling up, absorbing more negativity.
Yeah.
All you're doing is absorbing other people's negativity. From Facebook and people talking shit about politics. There's politics, there's fucking the Black Lives Matter shit that's causing division amongst people. It's just everywhere you look. There's a lot of different ways why people are identifying why they're different, and why things are shitty, and why things aren't great, and why they can't do better, and why how terrible life is right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of pessimism is running rampant and flooding your timeline, and there's nothing wrong with disconnecting. There's nothing wrong with disconnecting. You know, uh, everything is good in moderation. Not everything is good in moderation, but there's a moderation of consumption to be set for everything. And I don't believe that people set that limit for social media. And people and you watching this, you may have whatever excuse. I used to have that excuse. Oh, I got Facebook so I can keep in contact with family, and I
Yeah.
got this for that. Nigga, what's wrong with your fucking phone?
Just call them.
Call them, bruh. Call them. It's way more personal.
Or
And
there's people from school that you haven't talked to in
call
a couple
them.
years. Maybe it's good that y'all just don't talk.
I've been on exactly.
Because
I've
if
been
y'all
on
was
social
still
media.
cool, not saying you got issues with them, but if y'all were still cool,
Then y'all would be
still be in
speaking.
contact, yeah.
Y'all would be speaking. When's the last time you did a purge of your contacts in your phone?
I need to do that.
Come on, let me talk to y'all. If you ain't spoke to them in 6 months, if you ain't heard from this person in 6 months, you can go ahead and delete that number.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and delete it. What are you using it for? You may set a timeline of a year. Use a year. If you ain't heard from them in a year, get up out of here. You understand me? Going through your friends list on Facebook. How many of you guys have a friends list filled with people you don't even know, don't even speak to, truly don't care about what's going on in their life? I know that y'all don't have over 1,000 people that you care about and love.
Hell no. You find that interesting?
Come on, all of y'all don't own businesses
Yeah.
to where you on some, oh, I got it from my business. All of y'all is not owning businesses. All of y'all are not marketing. All of y'all, like, come on, man. You're literally just in there to see the shit show. And then you take that shit show with you and you walking around with it. And it's so, you know, I just implore you, you know, to do a, you know, clean up your friends list, clean up your list on Instagram. Are there people that you have on your, or that you follow that you don't even, you know, care to see what's going on with them, or maybe they don't post? You know, I could go all day with y'all. You know, there's a multitude of reasons that you would want to sit back and just allow. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't been on social media for 2 months.
He hasn't.
I haven't been on social media for 2 months. No Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, none of that. None of it. And I feel fucking great. I mean, I might not know what's going on in some like, uh, you know, social shit, cultural type shit, but that ain't shit. My theme for this, it started off, I was just gonna do 2 weeks, and then it was easy money, and I was like, I ain't even missing shit. So here I am at 2 months later. My theme for it was disconnect to reconnect.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnect to reconnect. And that's what we need to do sometimes. We need to disconnect from the world, from social media, from the internet, from negativity in order to reconnect to our loved ones, to our children, to our purpose, to ourselves, to our mental health, to our physical health. Motherfucker, you spending more time on motherfucking Instagram than you spending with your kids.
For real.
You spending more time on social media. And when I say social media, you got to remember that that's inclusive of that trifecta: Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. So four, excuse me, not a trifecta, a quadfecta. Bitch, you thought I didn't know the word? A quadfecta.
Mm.
So think about it. The time that you spending with these four apps, more you ain't gave your body that much exercise in. Listen, I'll make it easy for you. In 1 week of social media consumption, if you take that time, you haven't given that to your body in physical exercise in fucking 3 months, 6 months. Get your fat ass up.
For real.
Get your ass up. Get the fuck up. Get your ass up. Go do something. Go spend some time. Not some money. Go spend some time with your loved ones, with the people who love you, with the people that will miss you when you're gone. You understand? Listen, man, you know, uh, we just want to take this time to, you know, remind you guys that time of uh, during this time of melee, to stay grounded. And it's the small things that will allow you to stay grounded. You know, we definitely want to remind you all to stay active. I was just on y'all's ass about staying active. You got to stay active. Did you know that your body has a use it or lose it mentality? Use it or lose it, man. Take care of your body so your body can take care of you. There's a lot of people that have this mentality. I've heard where they say, Michael, you know, you go ahead and eat plant based if you want to. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna have my fun now. I'm a what do they like to say? Um,
YOLO,
yeah, we only live once. We're all gonna die anyways.
yeah.
And goddamn it, that's the truth.
That's true.
But guess what? What about that quality of life before you die?
Yeah, don't you want to go do some shit for a little bit?
You want to accelerate that? You want to accelerate that date that's been appointed unto you? You want to accelerate that date? God gave you 30 years and you knocked off 10 years with your poor eating habits, with your inability to go for a walk in the morning, with your inability to stay active and use the body that God has blessed you with, that Yah has blessed you with every single day. You woke up this morning with the power in your fucking fingertips and the ability to wiggle your toes and to open your eyes and see color and contrast and motherfucking smell and taste and hear as God intended for you to be able to do, and you think that that's a motherfucking something to overlook? Hell no. Not only do you need to thank God uh, with prayer and meditation, but you would also want to thank God with how you live your life. How can I thank God for this body that He gave me? By maintaining it. By maintaining it. How can you thank God for that beautiful mind that He gave you? By utilizing it, by reading. By reading, man. You gotta fucking read, man. You gotta exercise your mind, exercise your body, exercise your spirit. Keep yourself in tip-top shape. Allow yourself to manifest into the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Pooh, talk to these niggas, man.
Facts. I mean, we pretty much covered everything.
Oh no, I ain't even talk about the water yet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, man, you need to stay hydrated, man. Preferably alkaline water, man. As long as it ain't tap or Dasani, you know what I'm saying, or Aquafina. Give me some real water. You understand me? Water is delicious, especially when you're drinking the real shit.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Oh, how can we? Hey, shout out to our sponsors at Essentia.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout
Tap in.
out to our sponsors at Essentia, man.
Real shit. Real
Hey,
talk.
do you know how much of your body is made of water?
97%.
Some wild high shit. Damn, it's
Nigga,
97.
it's up. It's high 90s, bro.
Fact check that shit real quick, cool. Give us the numbers real quick so I can talk about shit. Come on, Pooh.
Up to 60% of the human adult body is water.
Yo, over half
The
of
brain and heart are composed of 73% water, and the lungs are about 83% water. The skin contains 64% water, and muscles and kidney are 79%. Even the bones are watery.
Listen to me. He
Nigga,
said
drink
even the
some
bones are
water.
watery.
That's what it said. Even the
Watery ass bones.
Watered ass bones, ass nigga.
So look, listen, y'all just heard that. Your body is completely made of water, bruh. How can you not be drinking water? Yo, how can you not be drinking water when your body operates on it? So we wondering why first off we're not moving at the optimum levels that we have the ability to, because we're not providing ourselves the fuel that we need. You gotta fuel your body just like you fuel your fucking car, bruh. Y'all niggas riding foreign, y'all don't put nothing but a certain kind of gas in your motherfucking car. I don't know about you, but my body is the best definition of motherfucking better than any fucking foreign car that there is. And so if you think I'm not gonna put a special certain kind of gas in my shit, you got me all the way fucking mixed up with somebody else. You gotta drink that water, man. Drink that water to get your skin looking good. Women, it'll help get that pussy right. And before you wear a thong, get your pussy in check. Word to Taurus, hat, boost it, boom. You know what I'm saying? Get that pH balance. You know what I'm saying? Don't check me, bitch. Check your pH balance. You understand me? And you know what I'm saying? We got to get them supplements going right. Get them supplements, because guess what? If you're not drinking enough water, I'm knowing for a snapple fact, that the food that you are consuming is not providing you the minerals and vitamins that we need in order to maintain ourselves at an optimum level. So, what can we do? If you're not eating the right food, you can at least throw some vitamins back, throw some sour sop back, some black seed oil, some motherfucking
some kind of multivitamin.
some Irish spring moss.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on the sea moss.
You on the sea moss?
I just got on the sea moss.
Come on, man. You too near us not to hear us, man. We trying to motivate you to take care of yourself during these wild times. Just because, listen, you were called to be in the world, not of the world. Come on, man. Take care of yourself. Set yourself aside. Set yourself aside. You are special. You are special. So if you special, treat yourself like you special. Hey, when you go to the bar, where do they put the good liquor at? Up on the top shelf. They don't got the motherfucking Patron sitting down there with the house shit. They got that shit sitting up on the top shelf, separated. You understand me? You gotta separate yourself. If you a top shelf nigga, separate yourself from that motherfucking house shit. Separate yourself from the house tequila. If you a 1942 type nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'm that shit that they ain't even opened yet. Up on the very top shelf with the dust on it and shit. Bitch, ain't nobody even ordering me. I might just be up in here for aesthetics. You understand me? Very special. VSOP. Come on, man. Set yourself aside. You know what I'm saying? And in addition to that, tap in with your loved ones. Tap in with your loved ones. There's nothing that can revitalize you and refuel you like love can. You know, water is great, but love, man.
And laughter.
Laughter, man.
Cures a lot of things, man.
Tap in with your parents. You ain't got parents, tap in with your grandparents. You ain't got grandparents, tap in with your siblings. You ain't got siblings, tap in with your cousins. You ain't got cousins, tap in with your friends. You ain't got friends, tap in with us. Tap in with us. Very_peaceful_podcast on Instagram. Who might have to check on that, because I told y'all I ain't fucking with it right now. We also are on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Anchor. Come on, man. Reach out, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. So, tap in with your loved ones. You will be remiss not to. Anybody that's gonna cry when you go and call them,
Yeah,
they miss you. They'll love it. Nothing like getting a phone call from somebody you're not
anybody that's
expecting to.
ever looked out for you in any kind of way.
Let them know that you didn't forget them looking out for you.
Yeah.
Call them and just say thank you. Just check on. Hey, I'm just checking on you.
Yeah,
Come
bro,
on, man.
checking on you, how you been? I just want to thank you for remember that one time and Whoopie Wop.
We've gotten so desensitized
I
from.
appreciate you for looking out for me.
Absolutely, Pooh. Absolutely. We've gotten hella desensitized from being able to just call people and reach out. And this is coming from me. I don't even like being on the phone. Hate being on the phone. Like, listen. Pooh is my man's pots and pans. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't be on the phone all the time with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Love my daddy. I don't be on the phone all the time with this. Like, they know though. People that fuck with me know that I do not like being on the phone. But even still, I've been deviating from that to be able to, again, disconnect in order to reconnect. Disconnecting from negativity, reconnecting to positivity. Rekindling that fire of positivity within you. Does that make sense with y'all? Who, you got anything else you wanted to give the people? Whose beard is looking very healthy right now? My shit patchy. I can't get all the way up in it like that.
I'm starting to, I bought me a Shea Moisture beard kit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start fucking with it actually tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I think I got my shit downstairs. I ain't gonna lie, but it didn't help me.
For real?
No, I do got it downstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got theirs and the who the other boys? The not Murray's. What's the other black brand? Not Shea Moisture. S Curl. I got the S Curl shit too. They got a beard one too. Yep.
I didn't even know they had.
They got a beard balm too.
Yeah, I'm about to.
And they shit hella natural.
Yeah, I got that shit, and I got me a comb and a brush. I'm gonna try to make sure,
Shit show.
Try
You
to
got
get
to.
full slime out here,
Got to.
And I got the short hair, and you gotta come with the full
Yeah, this
beard.
nigga done cut his whole. He had the Kid and Play joint. He cut that shit. He out here with the wild taper like me now.
I had the bishop, now I'm out here.
He said he had the bishop.
Now I'm just out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man. Hey, we love y'all. You are the best definition of important, and you should treat yourself as such. Treat yourself as such. We love you. We hope that you live for as long as you want and never want for as long as you live. Got all what you want me to do.